What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Mind Something. If you're new here, my name is Jake, and in today's video, we're going to talk about Gram. What is it? How did we discover it? Is it profitable? And how do you mine it? But before we get into the content, do me a favor, hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so by the end of the video. So one of the most insightful community members within our Discord posed the question, why are vast AI rigs renting for so much right now? We knew there had to be something up, and I tweeted with a screenshot here showing a single 4090 making as much as $4 an hour. And if you compare that to what you're going to get from mining, you can see there's a dramatic difference here. Over the course of 24 hours, if you were fortunate, you'd make roughly about $2 a day in revenue and about $1.50 a day in profit. So obviously $4 an hour blows that out of the water. The big question is, what did they know that we didn't? So I found an older article describing what Gram is. It says Gram was launched to become the token or the crypto of TON, the Telegraph Open Network, a network blockchain by Telegram, one of the most important instant messaging apps across the globe. TON Payments is a peer-to-peer network designed to house new cryptocurrencies and dApps. The team describes it as a decentralized system of supercomputing and transfer of values, which aims to put an end to the scalability issue and reach millions of transactions per second. With the security offered by the protocol, TON may become a competitor of such renowned projects such as Visa and MasterCard. Gram has global ambition since its objective is to reach all corners of the planet. The application that supports this project, Telegram, has over 200 million monthly active users. Essentially, this is very similar to X or Twitter. Everybody's been anticipating that Elon Musk would use, let's say, for instance, Doge as the payment platform within the app. So this is essentially the payment platform of the app, which is Telegram. Now, this launched very recently, and I was able to find some important information about the distribution. So the initial supply is 5 billion. And they've created contract givers very similar to how TON was originally launched after they lost their battle with the SEC. So there were 10 large givers, 10 medium givers, 10 small givers, and 10 extra small givers. The large givers get roughly 5% of the total supply, medium gets 10%, small givers 15%, and the extra small 70%. Now you may ask yourself, where are we at in this distribution schedule? So there is something to display the anticipated amount from each of these givers. And pay no attention to this top bar here because it seems to fluctuate a lot. But as you can see, all of the large givers are already drained. All of the medium givers are already drained. And I believe these were being drained by people that were renting vast rigs. Now, unfortunately, we're down to the small givers now, and as you can see, their supply is being depleted. Now, at the time, we have roughly about 12 days left before the balance of all of these small givers is complete, and then it will switch to the extra small givers. And at that point, we've got roughly 700 to 800 days, as you can see, left to mine it before all tokens are completely supplied. Now you can see each one of these contract addresses shows the balance that's currently available, and luckily we're able to use this information to extract the price before we could see it on any exchanges. Now, as of recording, we're currently down about 12.5% over the last 24 hours, and there is a ton of selling pressure coming from those that are mining it. Currently, the price is sitting at just under a penny at 0.008, but you can see it got up to as high as roughly 1.5, 1.6 cents. Now, this has only gone back to roughly January 24th, so although this chart may look pretty bullish, keep in mind it is very, very recently launched. So the reason most of you are here are probably to try and figure out how to mine this. And there is a website called ton.ninja that is very helpful. On this website, you will have the ability to download a Windows version of the miner, Linux, Mac OS, or Hive OS. And essentially, you're just copying the installation URL and pasting it into a custom miner currently within Hive OS. However, you do need to have a wallet for this first, so let's go through that. You've got a couple of options. One is My Ton Wallet. You also have Ton Keeper, and there are several others. But before deciding on which wallet to use, there's a few things that you probably want to be aware of. First thing you want to be aware of is if you are planning on selling the coin as soon as you receive it, it would probably be best to use My Ton Wallet. And the reason for that is there is a built-in swap feature that will allow you to exchange those gram for something else, for example, Ton coin. Ton Keeper, on the other hand, does not have a swap feature. Something else to be aware of, however, is an article that I ran across on Medium that basically says that there are two versions of gram out there, and one is to be trusted and one is not. So before deciding on which wallet you want to use, I highly recommend that you read through this and understand completely exactly what they're claiming. Now, I will say that I have used both the Ton Keeper as well as My Ton Wallet app, and I had better success with transferring the coins to Ton Keeper than I did My Ton Wallet. However, I wasn't able to exchange those coins on Ton Keeper, so I restored back on the Ton wallet in order to exchange it for Ton. But before we get into that, let's talk about how to mine it. Now, there's a couple of different versions of the wallet. You can download it for iOS, you can download it for Android, you can also download it for desktop. I personally am using the browser extension. So once you click on this, you're going to get a pop-up, and essentially from there you're going to set up your browser extension wallet. Now you'll notice I have a few here. I've got MetaMask, I've got My Ton Wallet, and I've got Ton Keeper. Now here you can see the balance of my Ton on this wallet as well as the gram, but I did not start out on Ton Keeper. I started out on My Ton Wallet. So let's take a look at that one. Now here you see that there is a swap feature. So if I select swap, I can specify the amount of gram that I want to swap for a variety of tokens here. Now, if we selected Ton coin, now if you swap from gram to Ton, there is a fee of 0.2 Ton. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to download My Ton Wallet for Chrome, and then we're going to connect that to ton.ninja. So we're going to select Get for Chrome, and we're going to add Chrome extension. Now that you've got this little pop-up here, you're just simply going to select the plugin location, and then you're going to select My Ton Wallet, and you're going to create a new wallet. Now you can also import a previous wallet if you have your 24 secret word phrase. We're going to go ahead and select Create Wallet, and I suggest using biometrics, but for now we're going to use a password. And we're going to hit Continue. This is a self-custodial wallet. We're going to agree to the terms and conditions. And I suggest selecting Backup Now. Now here you're going to be prompted to enter some of the secret passphrase words, and then they allow you to open your wallet. If anybody else sees these words, your fund may be lost or stolen. So I highly recommend that you write them down and put them in a safe somewhere. Okay, now that we've created our wallet, we need an address. So in order to receive our address, we can just simply select this and it will copy it to our clipboard. Now we're going to go back to Ton Ninja. All right, so once you're back on Ton Ninja, you're going to scroll down to where you see Connect Your Wallet to Start. You're going to select it, and then you're going to select the appropriate wallet that you installed. In this case, I used the browser extension. Then it's going to pull up your Ton wallet, and you're going to select Connect. All right, we are connected now, and we can download a BAT file for Windows, or if you go to Hive OS, it's going to give you your installation URL to paste into a custom miner in Hive OS. Now, when it comes to Windows, I personally don't recommend this because nobody has done a security check on this yet. So please proceed at your own risk. Make sure that you're doing this on a computer that is not tied to your personal information if you are going to proceed that direction. And once you've downloaded the BAT file, you're going to need to extract it. And once you've extracted it, what you're going to do is you are going to select the Ton Ninja file, and instead of what you would normally do, run as administrator, you're simply going to double click to launch it. If you right click and run as administrator, you're going to run into some issues and it won't function. And once you've launched it and it's running, you're going to notice that there aren't a whole lot of details from the miner screen. And you're going to run into that same problem in HiveOS as well. So you're going to want to keep checking back Ton Ninja to make sure that you are finding shares as well as getting paid. All right, so let me show you how I set this up in HiveOS. So the first thing you need to do is you need to create the wallet within HiveOS. Once you've created the wallet, now you can create a new flight sheet. You're going to select Gram as your coin. You're going to select the wallet that you just created. And for pool, we're going to configure in miner. And for miner, we're going to use custom miner. Then we're going to select setup miner config. And here what we're going to do is we're going to paste that installation URL that we got from ton.ninja. Make sure that you use HiveOS. Scroll down to the installation URL. Copy the entire thing. And then paste that installation URL in. Now here's a rather odd thing to know about Gram is it uses SHA-256. There are a lot of different SHA-256 options here, but you're just simply selecting SHA-256. Actually, it looks like they added Ton here, but let's just stick with SHA-256. For your worker and wallet template, you're just simply going to use wallet, and for the pool, we're going to type in null. Then hit apply. You're going to give it a name. And then you're going to hit create flight sheet. Now, as you can see, I have already set this up. So let's take a look at what the worker looks like. Now, unfortunately, because this miner is new, it is not providing a lot of details. So you're not going to see any hash rates. You're only going to see the temps of the cards and the amount of power that you're using. Now you might be asking yourself, well, what overclocks do I use? And in this particular case, I'm using the same overclocks that you would for just about any core algorithm. So you can run those overclocks by using NVTool. So in this particular case, I'm using a core offset of 275, a locked core clock of 1600, and we're locking the memory at 810, and then you just simply hit run. All right, so once you come back to Ton Ninja, you should see that there is a commission of 50% from the pool. They are going to deduct that before you see your balance here. So this balance is what you're getting paid after the 50% fee. So as you can see, I have a balance of 1,378 gram currently. This is going to show us some stats. So in the last 15 minutes, this is how many shares the pool has received. And this is how many shares my worker has received, or my entire farm, depending on how many rigs you have on it. And then we can also see in the last 15 minutes, we're receiving roughly 60 gram. So if we multiply that by 4, that's going to tell us how many we're getting per hour. And then we can figure out how much we're getting per day. So if we're getting 58 every 15 minutes, we multiply that by 4, and that would equal 60 minutes or an hour. We're getting roughly 232 gram per hour, and there are 24 hours in a day. So we're looking roughly at 5,568 per day. And we know what the price of Ton is. It's roughly 0.8 of a cent right now. So if we multiply that by 0.008, then my farm is making approximately $44 per day in revenue. Now this is assuming that you're cashing out just as soon as you get it and you're not holding on to it until the price of the coin goes down, or perhaps you plan on holding it and waiting for the price of the coin to go up. However, there's going to be a lot of selling pressure over the course of the next 700 days as the token goes through its emission schedule. Now you'll notice up here at the top of Ton Ninja, you have home and you have cabinet. Cabinet is what you're going to use in order to receive your gram from Ton Ninja or the pool. So we're going to select connect. We're going to select our wallet. We're going to select browser extension. It's going to pull it up and ask us to connect. So we're going to hit connect wallet. We're going to enter our password. And if we want to withdraw, what we're going to do is enter the amount that we want to withdraw. So let's say, for example, if I wanted to withdraw 100, I would hit create withdraw. Now, I warn you, each time you withdraw, you're paying a fee of 10 gram. So in this particular case, I don't want to make a bunch of transactions like you see here in the past, unless you're trying to cash out as soon as possible and swap it immediately, and you want to get them out of there as soon as possible. Now, once you hit create withdraw, you're going to see a link pop up down here at the bottom. Each one of these is selectable. Now, if you try to enter the entire amount, you're going to get an error because you did not leave enough to pay the fee for the transfer. All right, so we're going to leave enough gram in the wallet to pay for the transaction fee. So I'm going to enter $13.75 here, and we're going to create the withdrawal. You'll get a little pop-up that says it was successfully created. And you'll notice now you have a link to select. Once you select this link, it's going to pull up a window for the crypto bot, and that will give you the ability to send it to your wallet. So let's go ahead and hit open crypto bot. Now in this case, it wants to pull it up in the browser, but I have the desktop version of it. So I'm going to go ahead and select open Telegram desktop. And then there's going to be a button here at the bottom that says start. So we're going to hit start, and it says receiving 1,375 gram. We can open the wallet at this point. You'll see that the balance is there, and we can withdraw it, and then we're going to use the gram or ton network to withdraw it. And then once again, we're going to select the open network or ton, and then we're going to select which wallet we're sending it to. Now in this case, I'm sending it to my ton wallet because I plan on exchanging it. So we're going to hit my ton wallet, and it's asking how much do we want to send. We want to use the max, and then we're going to select confirm. And there you go. Now, depending on what wallet you're using may determine how long it takes to show up. I noticed that some of these transactions didn't come through after several hours on my ton wallet, but when I restored that wallet on Ton Keeper, they showed up instantaneously. And there you can see we just received it. So we got the little notification telling us that 1,365 grams showed up. Now, the reason that 1,375 didn't show up was because there was a 10 gram fee. This is currently worth $10.01. And there you hear the little sound effect telling us that we have a deposit. My balance just changed. There it is. So it went through pretty quickly, quicker than I expected. In fact, like I said, last time I waited over 3 hours, it didn't show up. This time it took less than 3 minutes. So now, if you want to swap it, what you're going to do is you're going to go up here to swap. You're going to select your gram wallet in case it is not selected already. And then you're going to enter your amount, or if you want to transfer or swap all of it, you're going to hit max. And then you're going to select which coin you want to swap it for. Now in this case, I'm going to use ton. It'll take a moment to calculate, and it's going to tell us exactly how much ton that is worth. In this case, it's worth 19.78 ton, and all I need to do is select swap gram to ton. And that's it. Now, when it comes to profitability, this is all going to be determined by the price of the coin and when you perhaps watch this video. But just so you're aware, as of the recording of this video, exactly how much hardware I have on it, we currently have 6 3070 Ti's, 4 3070s, and a 3060 Ti, a 3080 Ti, another 3060 Ti, a 4070, a 3080, another 3070, another 3070 Ti, a 3070 Ti again, 3 2070 Supers, a 3090, a 3080, and another 3080 Ti, another 3080, and then lastly the 4090 that's currently in the desktop that I'm using now. Now, if we were to take that same hardware and throw it into hashrate.no's calculators, the most profitable thing right now is lithium, but the revenue is only $14.47 a day. Now, you compare that to the $44 a day that we're getting on Gram. Obviously, it's a much better choice to go with Gram, but I want to caution you guys, just a reminder, number one, even though that revenue is high, we're losing 50% of that to the pool, if you use ton.ninja. Now, there are other pools out there. However, I'm hearing rumors that some of them are not paying at all, so please be cautious. And keep in mind that all of this is subject to change. By the time you're watching this video, perhaps the price of Gram has already dropped. Maybe it's increased. I don't know. It depends on when you watch this particular video. But if this kind of content is important to you, please remember to hit that like and subscribe. And if you'd like to get this information a little bit faster, consider joining our Discord. The link will be down in the description below. With that being said, hope to see you on the next one.